think I saw like you post some story about like it's like butt sunning or something.
Oh yeah, butt sun. Yeah. I'm big into that.
What is that?
That's
exactly?
butt chugging the sun.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Jackass Forever. What's up, everybody? Welcome to Maximum Zach. On today's episode, we had Chad Kroeger from Chad Goes Deep. You might have seen him in your local town council meeting.
Yeah, what up, council? My name is Chad Kroeger. I'm an activist and tanning connoisseur.
And if you did, I'm sorry. We talked about using a shaman when you're sunning your hole. We talked about sensitivity to paranormal stuff. And we also talked about his Netflix show. So let's get into this.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, checking in.
Perfect. All right, you're good to go. Whenever you're ready.
He starts giving a really vulnerable check-in.
Dude,
He's just
yeah,
like, dude, I'm not doing too good.
I'm having a tough day.
Yeah.
Oh, you want me to check in? Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
That would be so fun.
Today was tough, dude.
Dude, today was so tough, dude. How have you been, dude?
Dude, I'm having a rough day, man.
Dude, fuck, no.
Are we rolling? Dude, I'm
Yeah,
good,
no,
man. I'm
we're-
good. Dude, I'm good. Me and a couple of my buddies, we played some golf in Pasadena today.
Oh, sick.
Yeah, I'm not a big golfer, but I'll get out like
Yeah.
10 times a year probably. So
Nice. Yeah, I
Yeah,
used to golf like a little bit. Like, I've actually tried to play a few times. Usually, other times I'm just getting kicked off the course for like fucking
yeah,
around.
dude. Yeah, have you done a lot of pranks on golf courses?
Yeah. I mean, not really a lot, but I did one that was, and we fucked around on the cart. Like, we acted like we were gonna go golfing, so we could just
Yeah.
drive the carts and like cause chaos.
Yeah.
And one time though, we just like just copied the Jackass like air horning golfers thing.
Yeah.
And I was in middle school
Yeah.
when I did it. The golfers were so pissed when they found
bet.
us.
Yeah.
Dude, I got hit in the head with a golf club.
No.
Yeah, dude.
Really?
And they're like, it's all my friends run away.
Yeah.
Obviously, I'm not running as fast,
Yeah.
so I'm like, I get like tackled, and they're trying to take my camera.
Yeah.
And it's insane.
They hit you in the head with a golf club.
Yeah,
Damn, that's like attempted murder.
yeah. I don't think he didn't hit me like full force, but it was still very scary for a middle schooler.
Totally.
Like,
yeah.
it's like, you guys are adults. You
Yeah,
can't
dude.
touch me.
I can't imagine seeing a kid.
Yeah.
I always think, because that was one of my favorite pranks,
Yeah.
like growing up. And then I can't imagine if it happened to me. I feel like I'd find it hilarious.
Yeah, no, I think it would be pretty funny. I mean,
Yeah.
unless like I'm playing like the game of my life. I guess there's like
Yeah.
there's like very high stakes of the
There's
game or
money on the
something.
line. Yeah, yeah.
Or like, my grandma's house is about to get like bought out by some rich dude or
Dude.
something.
Happy Gilmore, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dude, if someone air horned him, dude, the
Yeah.
nail guy would fuck him up.
That's true.
I forget what was that guy's name?
Dude, I don't know. All I remember is Shooter McGavin and
Shooter's the best character of all time.
It really is.
Yeah.
You ever see those videos of people falling off like the top of like driving ranges, like because they have a second level?
Oh, they have like a net. Yeah, dude. Just people get hammered.
Yeah, they just fucking fall off.
Yeah,
You see a
yeah.
lot of those.
Yeah.
Tragic.
It is like kind of. I've been to the one in Koreatown. Sometimes I'll look over. I'm like, dude. Yeah. But yeah, this driving ranges are fun.
Yeah, driving ranges are pretty sick. So yeah, how long have you been making videos for?
Me, I think we started in 2016.
Nice.
I started stand up in like 2014. So I was doing stand
Really?
up for a couple of years, and I like kind of like developed my persona on
Mhm.
stage, and then I always loved like Sacha Baron Cohen and like who's the other guy? Sacha Baron Cohen and Nathan Fielder, all that kind of stuff.
Mhm.
So I just wanted to bring it out into the real world. I didn't know what I was doing. Like when I
Yeah.
first started doing it, I had no idea. I just started interviewing people in Huntington Beach, trying to be like dumb.
Hell yeah.
And looking back, it was fun, but I just didn't know what I was doing. But
Oh, I
yeah.
feel that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I mean, does anyone really know what they're doing when they start doing something?
No, I didn't even dude, I didn't know I'd pitch ideas. I'd be like, what about that? And they're like, that's not even like an idea. I'm like, I have a long way. I would, because I thought Tony Robbins was hilarious. I'd be like, dude, what if we do something like Tony Robbins? And they're like, and I'm like,
Who's Tony Robbins again?
he's this motivational like self.
Okay, that's what I thought. Okay.
Yeah, he has this documentary on Netflix. I'm Not Your Guru.
Okay.
It's absurd.
It's just ridiculous.
Tony, dude. Yeah. So when did you start making? You started early.
I mean,
like,
I started. Well, I got a video camera when I was 10. And was just filming stuff since then, like little skits, crazy stuff, like sort of whatever. And then, you know, that evolved over time into me doing like the stunt stuff and like movies and stuff. And and then and just viral videos and shit. And then I started doing I didn't start doing stand up until like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With the videos and stuff, I feel like it's all about, you could learn about it like in theory, I guess, but you just gotta go out and do it.
Yeah, 100%. Like I remember like I had like some friends that like went to like film school and stuff, but I was like, why weren't you just making videos from like before?
Just get out there and do it.
Yeah.
It seems like
it's like so unnecessary.
Yeah, like I did that. Well, I went to acting school.
Yeah,
and like I guess it's like you learn.
Yeah,
you know, I learned some techniques, but I was like kind of like I was doing like Shakespeare.
Yeah,
and I'm like, me as Romeo is like, this is ridiculous. They'd be like, you have to speak in the iambic pentameter.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't get it.
Were you ever in any other plays? Like, when did you go to acting school?
Right after college. I did a year at American Academy of Dramatic Arts.
Oh, okay.
It's on La Brea and Sunset. But I did this like play called The Exonerated. People who were on death row and got exonerated.
Oh, sick.
It's me in a dramatic role. I'm like, I'm a murderer. I feel like I'm not believing you. I'm like, fuck, yeah.
Didn't do it.
Dude, that was me. I was like, I didn't do it. Like, and they're like, you're exonerated.
Like, you're exonerated, bro.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, that's sick. Thank you. So yeah, that was fun. But I did that for a year, but then I was like, oh, I'm just gonna do stand up and like, and I wasn't really aware of it at the time. I'm like, oh, I'm just gonna learn by doing, just getting out there and just trying shit because I don't know.
Yeah, it's definitely the best way. Like, I mean, anything that I've been successful at is because I just went and did it. Like,
yeah. I think having like a certain amount of naivete, where you're just like, I could go do that, and then just figuring it out.
Yeah, and then like. Usually it'll be like, okay, it didn't work like that, but then you fucking figure it out eventually.
Yeah, exactly. Like I remember my first video, we got an editor, and he took, it was like 4 months went by. I'm like, damn, this editing thing must take a long time. I didn't realize he was just lazy.
Yeah.
And I'm like, hey man, how's the editing coming along?
He's developing film or something. He got shot in 35 millimeter.
Yeah, he's in a dark room. He's like, look at shit. I'm like, is me mooning the public? Is the lighting right on that?
Oh man.
So it was stuff like that where I like taught myself how to edit because like you just sometimes people are just lazy and
definitely are. I'm also like a really lazy like editor.
Yeah,
like I'll wait till like the last minute usually, and then I'll fucking just do it.
Well, I think the burden of like looking at footage and you're like, I'm gonna come through this and like it's a lot of shit. So I don't blame the guy for being lazy. I'm like, but yeah.
No, I feel that. But no, that's awesome though. You just went out and did it and it worked out.
I think it's learned by doing, and I found some good like partner, like my buddy JT and stuff. He's always been really smart with comedy and
how'd you meet him?
Kind of stand up.
Yeah,
but in character we say we met doing a 4-hose beer bong. Yeah. Or I'll just say we met doing a 4-hose beer bong. The Mount Chugmore, which you can get on Amazon for $23.99.
Sick.
We'll put that in the show notes for everybody that wants to buy one.
Yeah,
most
definitely.
It's a plug.
Yeah.
So that was really helpful. And and then we just kind of just started making stuff, and then some, like then it just kind of took off. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Have you ever butt chugged anything?
dude, no, but I'd be down.
Yeah.
Down to try. Have you?
Yeah. But it wasn't alcohol. It was LaCroix.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How'd that go?
It burned. Really
It burned,
bad.
really? Oh, the carbonation?
Yeah. No, it was
Oh.
like one of them that had like, it was like it had like a hint of like spice, or it was like,
Oh no.
it was like spicy. Like,
Yeah.
if that makes sense. But
I heard you gotta do pamplemousse.
Yeah, that would have probably been better.
That flows down smooth.
And then one time, when I did the Gathering of the Juggalos, and
You did?
yeah, I did stand up there, and I hosted like one of the days on the stage.
Yeah.
And during my like everyone's just like, "Show me your butthole." That's what
Yeah.
they say to everybody. And I didn't on the main stage, so I felt bad because I was like, "Fuck, I got to do this shit." Like,
Yeah.
So then when I did my stand up set on a different stage, I was like, "Okay, I'm gonna butt chug some Faygo,"
Yeah.
and I did. And yeah,
How'd that go?
It was better than LaCroix. They're both actually owned by the same company. So I was thinking it was gonna burn.
How was the Gathering of the Juggalos?
That's pretty fun. It's like a really cool experience. I definitely had like a really good time there. Everyone was just pretty nice. Like, I feel like they get a bad rap.
Yeah. Well, I was just listening to them on Your Mom's House.
Yeah.
And they're talking about that, how like they're like people associate the Juggalos with like gangs,
Yeah.
but that's not really the case.
Yeah, that used to be like a huge thing. So I remember when I was a kid, like seeing that stuff in the news
Yeah.
and being like, "Oh, that's wild." And then I go and like hang out with them, and they're like the nicest people I've ever met.
Yeah.
Like-
Did you paint your face?
No, I didn't paint my face. I
No.
wish I did. That would have been sick.
Yeah. Yeah, dude, butt chugging. That's something I've never. I don't know if I've even come close, but
I think I saw like you post some story about like it's like butt sunning or something.
oh yeah, butt sun. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm big into that.
What is that?
That's
exactly?
butt chugging the sun.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's where you so when the sun is high, you basically want to get sun on your taint.
Mhm.
It's a holistic practice to get vitamin D, and it boosts your immunity and it boosts your stoke.
Like for real. Wow.
Yeah. So it's pretty tan down there.
That's sick.
Yeah, and we've been doing that I learned from my buddy Troy from Venice.
Yeah.
That's actually his full name.
Yeah. Troy from Venice.
Yeah.
That's sick.
Yeah, and he taught me ice baths, sunning, and he also drinks his own pee. I'm not there yet.
Yeah.
but-
I don't know if I want to drink my own pee. Ice bath, definitely.
Yeah.
I'm down. I would be
Yeah.
down to sun my butthole, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know. Seems like a really like vulnerable position to be in.
It is. I think the sun. It's when you think about it in theory, you would think that you feel vulnerable, but when you actually do it, the sun is so comforting once it hits that region. It's pretty like. Afterwards, you're like, wow, this is like I've entered a new dimension.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's insane.
Yeah.
I almost feel like I would want to like do it alone first. But do
Yeah.
you need like you have to have like a shaman or something there with you? Or,
Yeah.
So is someone there like guiding you through it?
Not anymore, but I could
You
get
can
Troy
do
to come
that.
over, and if you want, he could guide you through it.
That's wild.
He's like, this will purge you of all negative energy, and he'll
Fuck.
talk you through it. Yeah.
Oh, that's really interesting.
Yeah. I remember when I first did legs overhead, he's like, okay,
Yeah.
brother, now breathe. And I was vulnerable. He's just staring
Yeah.
straight down the barrel. And he's like,
Fuck.
and he's like, do you trust me? And I'm like, I was just holding my ankles. I'm like, yeah. So,
It's
yeah.
like, I hope I trust you, dude. Like I wouldn't even want to be in that position with someone I don't trust. Like,
Yeah, Troy from Venice. Yeah. He's probably drinking pee right now.
So does he filter the pee first, or like does it?
He does the middle stream,
Okay,
which is like
it's like a secret hole.
yeah, dude, you just poke a hole in it. Yeah. I guess the middle stream is like So when you start peeing, like it's like the pee in between
Okay.
where it starts and ends. Does that make
How can you
sense?
separate that? I don't understand.
I think he starts peeing and then he moves.
That's insane. I thought you were gonna. I was thinking like the pee in between. Like for some reason, I'm thinking about like when you like don't pee after you like jerk off, and like the stream is like.
Oh
like,
yeah.
it's,
Oh,
like,
where it goes
splitting.
like dude, that would be interesting. I'm asking you, why does that happen?
I don't know. I think it's. I don't know. I'm not a doctor, but like.
Is it residue?
Yeah, I think that it's just residue built up. Can you look that up? Like what the reasoning is behind that?
Yeah, I knew you were gonna ask me to look that up, and I hate it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I had it happen to me once or twice in my life. At least twice.
Yeah.
I just want to mention that I just started writing, "Why do I pee weird?" and it automatically like typed in after ejaculating.
Oh, interesting.
cool.
You do that because the semen found its way into your bladder first before it was supposed to go into your urethra. So that's why.
So like, is that normal?
Semen mixes with your urine, and
Yeah.
it is very normal. Yes.
Oh.
Hmm.
Yeah, because I feel
Interesting.
like there's like blockage and then it just splits
Yeah.
it in two.
It's like if the hose is kinked or something.
That'd be funny if the doctor's like, "Oh, your hose is kinked."
Hose is kinked, dude.
He's like, "Dude, I'm peeing two ways." Like, yeah, sounds like a classic kink of the hose, brother. I wonder if that. Do you think it'd be cool to have a doctor? Do you like a doctor being like saying words like penis and like scientific, or would you be like, "Dude, let me see that hog"?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I would probably. I wouldn't be upset. Like,
Yeah.
like,
He's like, nuts are feeling good.
yeah, dude.
Yeah.
One time I got I forgot what I was going to. I went to the hospital because like my back hurt,
Yeah.
and the guy just insisted upon like checking out my balls.
Yeah.
And I was like, dude, I'm fine. Like my balls are fine.
Yeah.
Like, but he was so insistent upon it, and then finally he got to check him out. It was really weird. I don't know why that reminded me of that.
Was there anything wrong?
No, I think they were just like, oh, I think you have like a kidney stone or something.
He's like, please let me see your nuts.
Yeah, I was just like, dude. It's like a long time ago
Yeah.
when I wasn't really drinking water and
Oh yeah.
and just drinking lots of soda.
Did
Like,
you have a kidney stone?
No, I never like passed anything. I just think
Okay.
like my shit was just.
I heard that's really painful.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
you just like because like I've seen it was some dude that I'm friends with that I follow on Instagram was like I finally passed it, and he's posted a picture of this little stone,
Yeah.
and I was like, dude, that would suck. Like,
Yeah.
you ever had
He posted a photo. He's like, "Hold on,
Yeah, he's like,
I need
finally-
this for the photo."
yeah, post this on the gram real quick.
Yeah. I've had some nut issues.
Yeah.
One time in college, my left nut like swelled up.
Oh, what the fuck?
Well, okay. First time in 5th grade,
Yeah.
left nut swelled up. I had torsion.
Oh,
Where
fuck
it, like,
yeah,
twists.
testicular torsion.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it was weird because like I had to tell my mom. Like
Yeah.
I was in a lot of pain, and I was like, I was just young. I didn't
Yeah.
want to tell my mom that my nuts hurt, but I
Yeah.
eventually had to do it.
Yeah.
I actually had to get surgery for that,
Fuck. Dude.
and then I had my nuts swelled up in college. I had epididymitis,
Oh shit.
and the doctor's like, he's looking at it, and he's like, "Well, have you been doing anal?" I was like, I wish. Like, I've been trying to. I don't know how you ask for that, but so yeah, those are my nut issues.
Yeah.
I thought I'd just
I
keep one of them.
haven't really had many that I'm aware. Like I mean, I've been hitting the nuts a lot in my life.
Yeah. Oh yeah, did you get hit in the nuts a lot?
Yeah,
on Jackass?
that was like when I was not in Jackass, but like
Yeah.
before all that stuff. Like in my video, like when I first started having viral videos, and then like when I first started having viral videos, I was mainly doing stunts where I would get hit in the nuts with different things. That was like my main thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was
Just-
the most creative way you got hit?
What's that called? Oh my god. Rube Goldberg like scenario.
Yeah.
Like we like set up these like we rolled a bowling ball down this roof that hit this teeter-totter that's knocked down these domino like this Domino's
Yeah.
that like were like but the Domino's were just the giant like chair. They were just folding chairs like all around this yard, and then all the folding chairs fell down, and then and I think like the folding chairs knocked over this thing that was on fire, and then there was a string holding a sledgehammer with a boot on it, and then eventually it just kicked me in the nuts.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. I think Rube Goldberg things are really funny.
Yeah.
It's like such a complicated thing for such a simple task.
Yeah, dude. That's hilarious.
Yeah. But yeah, other than that, like then just like, just getting hit with tons of other random shit, like sparring bags or like bowling balls. All the sports, everything.
Yeah. Man. It's painful.
You ever had a catheter before?
No. Have you?
Yeah, those things suck, dude.
Oh,
Like just
like
if you've had mainly it was just because I was having surgery.
Yeah.
And then like that shit sucks. 'Cause I was thinking about that when we're talking about kidney stones, putting stuff in your dick, not good.
Yeah. It pains me to like think about. Is it hurt while it's in there or just when?
When you'll wake up and be like, oh, it's just there, but then like when they pull it out, because they're like, I was like, so are you guys gonna like give me something before you do this or what? Yeah. They're like, no, you'll be fine. And then just pull it out, and it's just like fucking is horrible.
It really hurt.
Yeah, it hurts so bad.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
How much tubing was in there? Was it like inside of you?
I don't know. It fucking.
That's scary.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Have you ever had one either? You
No.
never. Oh yeah,
Never.
it was like it was in there. Like pretty much like a decent amount. Like,
I'm gonna look it up.
Yeah, like I don't know how far they usually go in. I mean, like if it's just like the shaft, then I don't really. It's not that far for me. But like, if it goes past or something.
Oh, it goes past the shaft.
It's more than the shaft. It's unless you have a huge dick. It's 15 to 18 inches long on average.
What?
That's how long the catheter is, yeah.
Oh my god, dude.
In your hog?
Yeah.
Dude, what?
15 to 18 inches go in?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was like 1 to 2.
Even worse, pediatric length ones are 11 to 13 inches.
Oh.
How is that possible?
So it's like in your bladder. Oh my god. Why can't they put like a cone on there?
It's like the cones so dogs don't scratch their face.
Yeah.
Like their ears. Or
yeah,
whatever.
just like tape a cone on there so you're just like, I'm just peeing into like a hose. Like, they're just like, oh, let me just tape this shit up.
Oh my god. That's funny.
I didn't know 15 inches into your hog. Oh, dude.
Oh,
Can you imagine being the guy stuffing that in there? You're like,
okay, here we go.
Oh, jeez.
That's...
Oh, man. That's hilarious.
How much I just siphoning hogs today?
Yeah. Tough day, honey.
Yeah.
This guy had a huge hog. I was just jamming it in.
We had to get a lot of cable for that.
Yeah,
a lot of tubing.
Yeah.
We broke out the XL catheters for this guy.
Oh, man. Brutal. How do you avoid that?
I guess just don't have like a major surgery.
Yeah. Hopefully AI can figure that out.
Yeah. They're gonna start using AI catheters.
Yeah. I'm like, maybe like, because they're like AI's making like videos and stuff. I'm like, can you figure out how to like
like do something
make me not have to use a catheter and not have to fill cavities or I don't know.
Cavities suck, dude.
Yeah.
So, you had a Netflix show or?
Yeah, we had one season. We came out in 2022.
Oh hell yeah!
Sort of like a pranky docu-series kind of show.
Yeah,
just like us in the real world doing our activism, and yeah, it was fun. It was like it was a long process because we sold it in like 2019, and then COVID hit, and so we had like 2 years. So we wrote it in 2020, and we were gonna shoot in March 2020, and then COVID hit. So we had to wait like 2 years. But it was also like it's like kind of like our first big shot, you know,
Yeah.
or whatever. And then like, but so we were kind of on like pins and needles and like, when are we going to be able to do this? And then it was like,
Yeah.
with like COVID, it was like, a lot of our stuff involves talking to the public.
Yeah.
And then they're like, yeah, you can't talk to the public.
Yeah, there was so many restrictions. with
Yeah,
all
you
of
guys
it.
shot during COVID too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We for Jackass we had started. Well, I mean, so we shot this like test thing in like in December 2019
Yeah.
to make sure like it worked like with the new cast and
Right.
everything.
Yeah.
And then fast forward, we're in 2020. We start filming, and we film for like a week and a half.
Mm-hmm.
And then we start hearing about this COVID thing, and we're like, what's going on?
Yeah.
And then, next thing we know, we're down for like 6 months.
Yeah.
Then we come back we're like one of the first like productions like back during COVID. And we had to get tested. Like, I was getting tested so much, like every
bet.
day. And then
Yeah.
like, there was tons of like restrictions with everything. And then we couldn't do like any, like the public prank stuff was a lot different
Mm-hmm.
because we couldn't just, just randomly go around.
You had to like test strangers and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Were you nervous during that 6-month period?
Yeah. I mean, it was like, I was just like freaking out about like I just didn't want to get it and then have it like, like have them like come back and me be sick or something.
Yeah, yeah.
And like, during that like that downtime though, I was like, dude, what if they like just cancel? Like, they're just like, we're not doing it anymore.
Yeah.
Which could have happened,
Yeah, the uncertainty of that is always tough.
Yeah.
And then I remember having that same fear. I'm like, man, if I get COVID during the shooting period, that
Yeah.
like puts the whole thing at risk.
Mm-hmm.
It
Yeah.
was that was scary too.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
that was definitely pretty scary. And then, but I ended up being fine. Like, I literally like sort of just hung out with them
Yeah.
like the whole time.
Yeah,
And like
just-
didn't like, I would just go back to my apartment
Yeah.
and then just chill and like
Yeah.
very small circle at the time.
I know, it's so funny. It seems like a blur now. Like
Yeah,
that
it really
whole period,
does.
I'm like, I don't even it's so weird. My memory does that where I like don't remember my childhood.
Yeah.
So maybe I just like have terrible memory. I don't know. But that whole period, I'm like, I like forgot we wore masks and stuff. Just
Yeah.
that whole, or even like the fear of the show, where it's like if I get COVID, like I don't know, if, like could mess up the budget, and then they'd like
Mhm.
have to like, so yeah, it was all that stuff. It was crazy.
Yeah, it really was.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm glad it's not really over, but it's kind of.
Yeah.
I mean, we're back to shooting normally, pretty much.
Oh, totally. Yeah. I remember shooting some stuff where you have to wear the mask and stuff.
Yeah.
Like in between scenes, we had like
It's like we're down for a few minutes. Put it
yeah,
on.
yeah. It's crazy,
Yeah.
man. Yeah, but now they're saying it's like the flu.
Yeah, pretty much. Like, it's pretty normal now.
Yeah. Nice.
You
There was a time there where I was like, I don't know. This feels like nothing's ever gonna be the same.
Oh yeah, 100%. I remember, dude. Like, so there wasn't even a lot of stuff like in the like regular news media about it yet.
Yeah.
And I was getting all these weird like articles from like people are sharing these like random ass websites from
Yeah.
like different countries and stuff, like
Yeah.
saying like that this stuff's gonna like this virus is gonna come here, and I was like, dude, no, shut up,
Yeah.
dude. No, it's not. And then like literally the next day, I was just like, oh no.
Yeah. I remember my mom was on a cruise.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you
fuck.
remember, like cruises got like
Yeah.
like pretty because like she was on one where like if she had been on it the week after she was on it, she would have been one of the ones stuck in like
Oh my
at
god.
sea for like 14 extra days in
Dude.
quarantine. And I remember she's like, yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna go on the cruise. Have you heard about this coronavirus? I'm like, who gives a f-? Like I was like, this sounds like a bunch of bullshit. I was like, and then like, I'm like, oh man, you were almost on the bad cruise.
Yeah.
There were some people who got it, I think, on hers.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. But I remember when it was ramping up, everyone was like, we can handle it. And then we were going to like city councils a lot
Yeah.
as it was ramping up. So we like do these speeches at city councils, and like we were just doing a ton for our show.
Yeah.
And so we were seeing like the cities that were kind of like, yeah, we can handle it, no problem. Like, got this covered. There's some guy from the Navy. He's like, yeah, we can set up tents or whatever. And then, a few weeks later, we were in Calabasas, and they're like, we just had our first fatality. We're shutting down. I'm like, maybe I shouldn't do my speech about butthole sunning tonight.
Yeah.
Because the mayor's crying.
Dude, fuck.
So we like bailed, and then Tom Hanks got it. I remember that.
Dude.
And we're like, oh, okay, if Tom Hanks got it,
Forrest Gump has it, dude.
yeah, this is serious. Yeah.
Wilson got the virus.
Yeah, well, he's like, Wilson
He's
has a mask
deflated.
on. Yeah, he's deflated. Oh,
No.
oh God.
He's like trying to pump him up with air,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
on Zoom.
Yeah.
I got the news.
And Zoom wasn't even like a thing before
Yeah.
COVID.
Dude, the only thing that was like Zoom before that was like Skype or like
Yeah, and I
stuff
was
like
like, who goes on Skype? It's so
yeah,
weird.
and
Yeah.
now it's fucking Zoom, dude.
All Zooms. Zooming every day.
I could live without using Zoom ever again.
Dude, yeah. I remember like auditions are all self-taped now, and then
Yeah.
all meetings are pretty much Zoom.
Yeah.
Like,
There was people like doing stand up on Zoom and like
oh, did you ever do that?
no, I didn't.
Dude,
I
I
wasn't doing stand up yet.
Yeah.
Dude, I wanted to get into stand up like I was like, oh, maybe I should try stand up. Then COVID happened.
Yeah.
And I was like, I think I should wait till I can like go and do it.
Yeah. Oh, dude. Yeah. I did one show where I was in. It's like you're doing it for a computer.
Yeah.
And I had a mic stand I would like practice on.
Yeah.
And so I was like talking into the mic, and like, and then, you'd hear from the computer like, oh. And then they're like, all right, thanks. And then the computer shuts off, and you're just all alone. And
Dude,
you're like,
what the
you're like, what did I just do? Dude, it's horrible. It was so yeah. We did a show with just cars where they'd honk.
Oh,
If they thought it was fun. And it was you do one joke and hear.
It's like, dude, I'm bombing.
Yeah, dude, I was like, I think I'm bombing. Yeah. Oh man.
Someone's car alarm goes off.
Yeah, someone pulls out. Yeah,
Yeah, like drives
so-
away. They get to a fender bender.
yeah. They do donuts like fuck you.
You, dude.
Yeah. So yeah, that was brutal.
Can you do crowd work with the car shows? Like, are you making fun of their Kia or something?
Yeah, dude, I tried. I'm like, what's going on with the Civic? And then, they can't talk back. I'm like, are you scared, bitch? Just talking shit to the cars.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Oh, Tesla. Oh.
The most ridiculous crowd work set, dude.
yeah. Roasting these cars.
Yeah, let me look under the hood real quick.
Yeah. Nice carburetor. Oh, dipshit.
Did you get this checked out?
Bro, have you even changed your oil?
Dude, you're idling really weird right now,
Yeah,
dude.
yeah. How many miles do you have? Give it up for them. You got 100,000.
Fuck.
Yeah. Then when did you come to LA? Were you so you're in Indiana?
Yeah, I grew up in Indiana.
What part?
I grew like northwest Indiana, like near Gary, Indiana, which is like close to Chicago.
Yeah.
So you don't really hear about the rest of Indiana there.
Yeah.
And it's more like you get like all Chicago news.
Oh really?
Yeah, it's like all like Chicago stuff.
Okay.
Like you don't really. It was fine.
Yeah.
It was chill. but,
Michael
like,
Jackson's from there.
Yeah, Michael Jackson's from
Yeah.
there. Their Ghost Adventures did their movie in Gary, Indiana.
Oh, really?
Where the Hell House. There was this house there that was haunted.
Oh really?
And they bought it, and then Zach Baggins destroyed it like at the end of the movie because he didn't want anyone to have to experience it.
Really?
Supposedly that's why he has to wear glasses now, because like the ghost like fucked up his eyesight.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you like ghosts and stuff, all that stuff?
Yeah.
I'm into it too. Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
I just filmed a pilot for a ghost hunting show.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
So do you do ghost hunting?
Yeah, I'm super into it. I'm starting to do this thing on my YouTube where it's like comedians in cars getting coffee, but
Yeah.
it's literally the same format, but I
Yeah.
just take them ghost hunting.
Dude, oh man.
Yeah, you should come. That would be
yeah.
sick.
Do you ever get scared of like
Oh yeah.
getting poking the wrong bear, basically?
Yeah, I mean, like, I'm always scared that something's gonna like come home with me, I guess.
Yeah,
Like, you know,
yeah.
or something's gonna end up happening. It's like I don't care if it happens there.
Yeah.
I just don't want it to happen with me everywhere. you know,
Yeah.
'cause or like just anywhere I go. That's like more scary to me than like being in the scary place.
Right.
'Cause that makes it even, not that I don't think it's real, but it makes it even more real that
Yeah.
it's like, dude, this thing is fucking following me.
Like an energy attaches to you or something.
Yeah. And that would be like so we went to Colorado Street Bridge where a bunch of people like jumped off, and after we filmed, we're taking pictures and shit, and there's a bunch of orbs like all over me after we had already saged and everything.
Yeah.
And I was like, what the fuck, dude?
Damn.
So
So do you spend the night at these places?
it just depends, like the scenario, like, but for like the pilot, like we were in this haunted theater like all night.
Yeah.
Then like Colorado Street Bridge, we just sort of stayed there. We went at like 12, like we went around like 11 or 12, and we stayed till like 4 a.m.
Oh, that's cool. And so, where's the scariest place you've been?
So far, I mean, I haven't been to a lot of places yet, really, because I just started like doing like paranormal investigation stuff in California.
Mm-hmm.
So honestly, there was a lot of activity at the Colorado Street Bridge. Like, it was
Really?
insane.
Yeah.
But that's so, and like I also went to this place called Cobb Estate, but like nothing happened there.
Yeah.
So like I was wondering like when it would like. So I got so much activity on like my first 4 videos of going.
Right. And you have like the instruments and stuff?
Yeah, we have like
Yeah.
we have this thing called the Ovulus, and that it's like a word bank that works off of environmental changes, which would be like spirits and stuff. And it has a couple other functions too, but you can ask like any question, doesn't have to be like yes or no, and it can just say a word out loud.
Oh wow.
And sometimes the
right.
responses are literally like, it's almost like you're having a conversation with someone.
Really?
Sometimes it's like a little delayed. It just depends.
Yeah.
So,
So interesting. Yeah, because I love all that stuff. I went to I always forget the name. It's in Nevada. Silver something. I went to the Washoe Club. Have you heard of that?
mm-mm.
It's like this place in Nevada outside of Reno.
Yeah.
I forget the name, but it's supposed to be like had like tons
Yeah.
of ghosts there, like a bunch of ghost shows go
Yeah.
there. I went there during the day,
Okay.
and there's someone remodeling in there. It was like fixing
Yeah.
the drywall. I was like, the fuck.
It's like, okay.
But I do love all that stuff. I would definitely want to go ghost hunting. I'd be so scared, but
Yeah, I mean, it definitely is like it can be really scary.
yeah, like the Queen Mary's. Have you gone there?
I haven't been there yet. I really want to go.
Yeah.
Yeah. I want to go there pretty bad.
Yeah.
There's definitely some I also heard the Comedy Store's haunted.
Yeah.
I would like to be there, but I just want no one else to be there.
Yeah.
You know?
I asked some door guys if they've
Yeah.
seen stuff, and one guy he's like, I wasn't expecting him to say. He's like, oh
Yeah.
yeah, I've seen a lot of. I've heard like the piano going at night, and
So creepy, dude.
yeah, it's
That would scare the shit out of me if I was just like somewhere alone and the piano just starts playing.
dude. I don't know if I could handle it. I would run
It
out.
just starts playing really bad though.
yeah. It's like Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. Like, damn. We used to record our podcast in the basement there, but
Oh, no
they
way.
say that's like the most haunted place there.
Yeah.
Or the upstairs, I think, because they used to do like
Okay.
illegal abortions there.
What?
But yeah, because like
Yeah.
it used to be like a gangsters club
Okay.
called Sierra's.
Oh yeah, I have heard of that.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
so they would, according to like the legend, they would kill people in the basement and they would do illegal abortions in the
Fuck.
top floor.
Is there supposed to be some tunnel or something that goes from
Oh really?
the Comedy Store to one of the like to the house that's above it?
Oh really?
Yeah, like I saw like a TikTok or something.
Yeah.
Where they were talking about that because they used to like take booze and stuff like during Prohibition and like
Yeah.
go up there with it.
Interesting. I've had Sometimes when I'm at the Comedy Store, I'll like trip myself out.
Yeah.
I'll be like behind stage at like the main stage,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll be like, "Is this all going on in my head? Am I like imagining everything?"
Yeah.
I'll just trip myself out because I like know it's supposed to be haunted. I don't.
I've actually had like I've seen weird like I mean obviously like well at this time in my life I was definitely high so like
Yeah.
but like I definitely seen the weird things out of the corner of my eye like while
Yeah.
being at the Comedy Store.
Yeah. I think if
Yeah.
you're aware of it, like
Yeah.
you kind of like are like on your toes a little bit.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. Have you ever had any like crazy like haunted experiences or
no,
anything?
no, I at the place where I live now, I was looking at it, and then the place directly across the street was basically
Yeah.
the same layout, but it was way cheaper.
Yeah.
And I was gonna go visit it, and the realtor's like, full disclosure, someone just died there.
Fuck.
I think it was a suicide. I'm like, I'm not even
Do
going.
they have to really tell you that?
I think they have to by law.
Because
think.
like, dude, I was doing stand up in Little Rock, Arkansas, and we stayed in the comedy condo,
Yeah.
and it was a great experience at the club and everything, and the comedy condo was nice, but they were like, oh yeah, someone died in here,
Really?
and like in your bed. And I was like, what?
Did they change the mattress?
I don't know. Like, I think
Damn.
they did, but I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I was sort of like up in the air.
Yeah.
And
Oh my God.
I had my ghost gear.
Yeah.
So I broke it out like the last night that I was there.
Did you get any activity?
The first thing it said when I turned it on was bed.
It said bed?
Yeah.
No,
it said-
really?
Yeah, it said bed.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
How does it read that stuff?
I don't know. But the thing is, like, at first, like, I mean, just like thinking of it, like you thinking, like, okay, just saying random shit.
Yeah.
But the thing is, I've had so many instances where it just all made sense
Right.
that I'm just like, I think that it's like legit.
Like this can't be just random.
Yeah, I've had so many instances where it's been like, this makes too much sense.
Yeah.
Or like it said stuff about the people I was with.
Yeah.
Or,
Oh,
like,
really?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like, Rick's a liar.
Yeah.
You're like, I don't like that.
Yeah,
Starts talking shit about one guy. He's like,
yeah, dude, he fucking sucks.
yeah,
dude.
Rick sucks. Yeah.
But yeah, and or like sometimes we'll like go into places and like it'll like tell us like it'll say like so one time we like in the comedy condo we went into the basement.
Mm-hmm.
As we're walking down, it just says basement poltergeist.
Really?
And I was like, what the fuck?
Really?
Like I don't understand how it because that doesn't even make sense. Like how would
Yeah.
it know?
Right.
And like
what's your scariest haunted experience?
I'll tell like a short version of it, I guess, because I've told it a lot. Should I tell that story?
Is
Like,
it the Ouija board one?
yeah, should I tell something else? I mean,
Tell something else.
yeah, I'm trying to think.
I think the
dude.
people at home want to hear something new.
Yeah, I know, definitely.
We can tell you after that.
Yeah, I'll tell you after. But okay, well there was so in Indiana there was this like old boys school that we would in like pretty much like it got shut down. I don't remember exactly for what reasons.
Yeah.
And everyone said like that it was haunted. And it was on these different websites for like haunted Indiana or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, haunted place. So we went and there's like a super long driveway going up. And the driveway was probably like at least like a half mile or something like that.
Yeah.
We had to park our cars in another neighborhood so we wouldn't get like cops wouldn't show up there and shit.
Yeah.
So we have to walk and all the grass and everything around this place is super grown up.
Right.
So we're like it felt like we were walking through a forest, you know, to
Yeah.
get there. We're walking down this driveway and then out of nowhere, like we just hear like it sounded like a dog's collar. Like
Mhm.
just jangling and like a dog like running behind us. So we all just book it and start running.
Right.
And none of us looked behind us. And we just kept, then like we get to the front of the building and it stops.
Yeah.
And we didn't really think anything of it, but then we kept going back there. And it happened every time.
Really.
And we're like, dude, where's the fucking dog?
Yeah.
You know, like it's
Yeah.
nowhere. So like the last time, like one of the last times I went there, we were running and because it sounds like there's a dog chasing us. And
Yeah.
we look behind us and there's just nothing there.
Yeah.
It was so weird.
That is weird. That's Do you think you're like more sensitive to like
Um,
spirits, all that? Because do you think there's like people who have like more of like a sensitivity to that stuff, and they're able to like?
yeah, definitely. I see that being a thing, and I think like I don't know, like I don't want to be like, oh, I'm like super sensitive to it always, but like I feel like I am like
Mhm.
somewhat.
Mhm.
I feel like there's some people that they're more sensitive. You know, I don't think I'm
Yeah.
like super like clairvoyant or whatever you want to call
Right.
it. You
Right.
know,
Right. Yeah.
like I don't think I'm like I don't know. I'm not like a 10, but I'm like somewhere
Yeah.
on
Yeah.
there. You know,
Yeah. So
a little bit more than normal.
I think like I love scary movies. I love like reading about ghosts and watching
Yeah.
ghost stuff on YouTube,
Mm-hmm.
all that stuff. But I just feel like if it happened to me, I would flip out.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's like one thing that I haven't really seen like so I've never actually seen like like
Like an
something
apparition.
like yeah, like an actual like apparition. Dude, like there was so it was really weird though. We were on the Colorado Street Bridge. We thought we literally were just seeing a ghost just like appearing and reappearing,
Yeah.
but it was just like this homeless guy like ducking.
Oh really? Yeah. Yeah. That's hilarious.
Yeah. Well, but then he was really weird when he walked by us, but I was like, okay, like, I don't know. It was weird.
Where do you stay there? Do you just stay like at the base of it? Or no?
Well, you go, like, there's tons of places around the bottom of it. It's
Uh-huh.
like the thing is, like, if someone jumps off, they're going to be landing down there.
Yeah.
And then, so there, like, any of that. There's also, like, a weird, like, B storyline we were getting
Yeah.
while we were there that wasn't just about, like people at the bridge. We were getting stuff about like someone being like murdered
Oh really?
and like some like and like not like being like disguised as them jumping or something.
Like thrown off?
Yeah, and then there was another we were getting some other stuff about potentially where it was like way back in the day. It was
Yeah.
like super it was like super crazy.
Where is that in Pasadena?
Yeah.
Oh, is that the one like where like it has like the lamp post?
Yeah, it has lamp. We go
Yeah.
on top is crazy too.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
I've gotten a lot of stuff on top.
Really?
But
Interesting.
also there's this place called Devil's Gate, I think,
Mhm.
in Pasadena
Mm-hmm.
that's supposed to be pretty wild.
Is that a hike?
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
it's over you have to go on like a trail or something to get to
Yeah.
it. That one seems pretty creepy. There's like a haunted hospital near Pasadena too. What's it called? Do you know what that one's called? Is it something Vista or something?
So Pasadena is pretty haunted. Huh?
Yeah. When I lived in Indiana, we would just go over to Illinois and we would go to there was this place called like Mantino, like it was like it was like an old psych hospital, like an
Mm,
insane asylum.
yeah.
Like but it's like knocked down now. But like we
Mhm.
went there a bunch. That was
Yeah.
pretty scary.
I my brother lives in New Orleans, so
Yeah.
there's a lot of there's a lot of abandoned stuff from Katrina.
Yeah.
There's a hospital called the Charity Hospital.
Mm-hmm.
Huge building. I think it's being renovated now, but it was
Yeah.
abandoned for like 15 years
Yeah.
and super old. So a lot of people died there. So every
Yeah.
time you go by it,
Yeah.
it looks like it just has like that classic haunted feel
Mm-hmm.
to it. Yeah. I don't know if people can go in there. But one time there's like it turned out to be a prank, but someone went to one of the top floors and put a little Christmas tree in there. And
Oh
just lit it
yeah.
up.
Oh
So,
fuck.
so it's all dark and that just like turns on.
That's so creepy.
Yeah.
It's called St. Luke Hospital. Is that the one you're talking about in Pasadena?
Maybe.
Yeah.
I'm
That's the
not
one
sure.
that looks like it's abandoned and people have been exploring for a while.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
So I think there's another one that is like still working.
I'll have to look
Yeah, I know you're into ghosts. I love all that stuff.
Yeah, no, I love that shit. Like
Yeah.
it's I saw this there's this one like haunted high school
Mm-hmm.
that I want to go like there was like some janitor that's like getting followed around by like
really?
some shit. Like the janitors keep having to quit.
Yeah,
like that
yeah.
kind of stuff. I think one time we went to this it was like it was like a burial ground for like Al Capone, like they would take the bodies there
Yeah.
and like throw them in this like there was it's actually a cemetery, but then they would throw the bodies like in this little like lake that's next to it.
Yeah. Interesting.
And then that was the first time I got arrested ghost hunting. Like,
Really?
Yeah.
You got arrested?
It was when I lived in Indiana. But
Like
yeah.
trespassing?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Have you met like other famous ghost hunters?
No, I haven't yet. Really. I don't know. I definitely want to collab like with some of them. I think it'd be fun.
I met. Do you know Paranormal Files?
No.
Colin. Brown?
Okay, actually, I do.
Yeah, he has like a white, long hair.
Yeah.
I met him, and
That's
he
sick.
goes to like all the like Conjuring House and like all that.
Yeah,
stuff.
that would be
Yeah.
like terrifying to be like locked in there.
Yeah.
And then like, well, one of my friends has a YouTube channel where they do paranormal investigation stuff too. And like they just did like a Conjuring House thing where they were there for like 48 hours.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's insane.
Dude, did he experience a lot of
I don't know. I still haven't watched the video.
Yeah.
But, like,
They the Conjuring, and then Gettysburg seems like a really haunted place.
oh, there's no way it's not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I watched one where they went to Gettysburg. I'm like,
Yeah.
that'd be interesting to go there. But yeah, all those Civil War battlefields.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's probably tons of wild shit there.
I've actually seen, or I think I've seen something on that battlefield there.
You saw ghosts?
Yeah, I guess.
Really?
For real?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we have the photo somewhere, but it was like a family vacation, like when I was 13 or 14.
Wow.
And there's a dude in the background
Yeah.
on the battlefield dressed in like
Yeah.
Civil War garb, and I thought maybe at the time it was just like, oh, it's just like
Like
some
a
dude.
reenactor.
No, there was
something.
nothing there. It was definitely a ghost. I have to find it. I'll try to send it to you.
Does he
Wow.
look like does he look like ghostish, or does it just look like a dude?
From like the waist up, he looked normal, but
Right.
from like
Yeah.
down, he like started to like you know like you're fading out a little
Yeah,
bit, like the
yeah.
Marty McFly photo.
Yeah.
That's what he looked like from the waist down.
Whoa.
It was so wild.
Yeah.
Damn.
Fuck.
That's scary shit. I heard there's a tree there. If you touch the tree, you're fucked.
Wait, what?
There's like a tree. If you touch it, they're like, I don't remember. This may have been just part of a show or something, but they're like, if you touch that, you're cursed.
Dude, I saw this one place where it was like, if you like get the rock, like if you even like take anything with you, you're
Yeah.
cursed. Like
Yeah.
if you take anything from there. So like theoretically, I'm thinking like, so dude, what if I step on a rock, it gets
Yeah.
lodged in my shoe?
Yeah.
I just go and like I go home with it, and I'm
Yeah.
fucked. You know?
That's the scary stuff about like ghost hunting. Like what
Yeah.
you were talking about is like someone comes home with you.
Yeah, that's so fucked.
Yeah.
Like,
I got
I don't want that
got
to
the
happen.
story on the tree if you want it.
yeah. What's the story on the tree?
It's called the Devil's Den Witness Tree. It was just a seedling during the Battle of Gettysburg, but it witnessed the entire clash, and people say that if you touch it, a ghost will follow you home.
Wow.
A ghost will follow you home. Oh,
Like the Haunted
yeah.
Mansion, essentially.
Wow.
and does it,
So like,
is it like
is it gonna stay or does it just come home with
Yeah.
you? Does it like
does it just walk you home?
he just walks you home?
They
It's
pay
just like,
rent? Like, what are they doing?
does it say forever?
Well, it doesn't get that deep into the details.
Oh,
We'll have to
I-
ask.
Yeah, no, I'm really curious about that. Like, what's the friendship like timeline?
Yeah, it's like, hey bro, thanks for touching the tree.
Yeah, thanks for touching the tree, dude. I was so bored.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk you home, brother.
Yeah, dude. He's like, don't mind if I do.
Yeah. He touched the tree. He's like, hello. Yeah, what's up? Yeah, dude.
Oh man.
The Queen Mary though, I want. My girlfriend loves all this stuff too,
Yeah.
so I definitely want to like go test it out.
Yeah.
But-
Like so the Queen Mary is just like it's just a ship that's like in the water.
Now.
Yeah.
It used to be. It was used during World War I or II. I
Yeah.
don't remember, but now it's permanently docked in the port. But it was used quite.
Could
often.
it go out in the ocean?
Not anymore. It can't.
Oh.
But in the past, it did. It was the sister ship to
What like what's
Titanic.
it just wouldn't handle it wouldn't survive.
because it's been sinking in Long Beach for so long. It's not seaworthy anymore.
Oh shit.
Right? It's kind of sinking a little bit.
I was
Yeah.
thinking how cool it'd be to like just be able to like, hey, can we take this thing for a spin?
We'll
you
be
know?
right
Yeah. Did you take it out? That would be sick.
What was that movie, Ghost Ship or something?
Dude,
back
everyone gets cut in half.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, ghost ship.
That movie's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
13 Ghosts. I remember that as a kid.
That was good too.
Yeah.
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 The nude ghost. That was pretty hot.
They're making
Yeah.
a TV show of 13 Ghosts where every episode is like the backstory
Oh,
of
one of the
really?
ghosts.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
It's-
interesting.
it looks rad as hell.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing it's 13 episodes.
Yeah.
Cool.
That would be funny in a meeting. Like, how many episodes?
Oh, we're only doing 8.
Yeah. The other guy's kind of below.
Yeah.
Those ghosts are problematic. We're not going to do
Yeah.
episodes about them.
Yeah.
Yeah, those ghosts.
They're
are
problematic.
problematic ghosts. It's like, dude, you're so lucky you're not alive right now. dude.
Yeah. It's like we can't trust this guy on TV. He'll say some wild
He's
shit.
gonna say something fucked up. Dude.
Yeah. Like you can't trust these dudes.
5.
A
Okay.
little less than 5.
Okay. Yeah. What's like one of the craziest things that's happened to you like during one of your pranks?
I think like we did this one in Huntington Beach. I think it was so we did this. We were trying to sell like NFT when NFTs were big. We were trying to like sell NFTs in
Yeah.
Huntington Beach, but like ours is just a photo of us scootering, and these guys just like were hammered. This was like a Tuesday afternoon,
Yeah.
and they were at the bar and they were just day drinking.
Yeah.
And one guy was like, he's like, I want to hear your pitch, like sell me on this. Then the other guy's like, I want the NFT. And then they just start fist fighting.
Wait, what?
Because like he's like, hey man, I was selling them. The guy's like, dude, I'm trying to. They were like getting possessive over the NFT, and we're just standing there. I was holding a sign.
Do you only have one?
Yeah. And so I was just holding a sign, and these guys are just fighting him, and I think that's probably. That was just funny to witness.
Oh yeah, that's ridiculous, dude.
Yeah, it just like escalated. We're just standing there, and so that was fun. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Have you ever gotten arrested or anything for anything?
No.
Oh, nice.
We've had cops called, but
Yeah,
never really taken it to that point. Yeah.
that's good.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Have you been arrested? Or you got the trespassing?
Yeah, that and like other like some weed stuff back in the day, but that's really it. Not much.
Yeah.
You know. But yeah. I ask everyone that comes on my podcast this question.
Yeah.
Is there anything that you do every day to make sure you're like reaching your maximum potential?
Dude, butthole sunning.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, just I guess like the more serious answer. I've been studying Vedanta philosophy. Have you heard of that?
No, what's that?
It's like this ancient Indian philosophy. I think I'm getting that right. It's an Eastern philosophy.
Yeah.
And my buddy who I like surf with, he got me into it. So I listened to this guy Swami G.
Mm-hmm.
When I walk my dog every morning.
Yeah.
And so I'll like learn about it's basically just a philosophy on like how to like the art of living. And it helps me to just like not take things so seriously, but also to like it emphasizes like detaching from kind of the material world a little bit to like not let your emotions get so heavily involved in like day-to-day things. It's where you kind of have like a separation, but also like always choosing action, like not just sort of sitting around and contemplating, but also like always kind of working but in like a meaningful way. So that kind of helps me to like always, because I'm sure you like just like making content and stuff and like being like a creator is a lot of like self-motivation. So like I think that helps me to stay balanced and like kind of persistent and all this stuff.
Oh yeah, no, that sounds really that sounds like that would help a lot for me.
Yeah, no, I could show you like
yeah, that would be sick actually.
There's an app and you can pay for the course, but there's like free lectures.
Oh, okay.
I waited a while to pay for it. I just like listened to a bunch of free lectures, and it's really it helps a ton with I think the big thing too is I found, especially being in like entertainment and stuff, is like it's such a roller coaster.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, where you're like trying to like sell things or like pitch things or like, you know, posting things online, you don't get the response you want, or you like, or it like goes crazy, and you know, it's like trying to balance your emotions, so it's not always such like an up and down.
Yeah,
because and two, just to maintain kind of like a, I think detaching a little bit from like outcomes, and all that kind of stuff is really beneficial, because it's helped me to just enjoy like the process of making like comedy, because like a lot of times it's so easy to be like, oh, this post didn't do well, and you get bummed out, but then in the scheme of things you're like, well, who cares, you know? You know what I mean? But it is easy to get like sucked into that.
Oh, so easy, dude.
Yeah, and then if something doesn't go well, you're like, man, I suck. I'm a piece of shit. And then if things go well, you're like, oh, this, you know. But I think maintaining like a kind of the middle way of like through that is really it's helped me. I just discovered it like in like September, so my buddy showed it to me. It's really.
I'm definitely gonna check it out.
I'll send you the app, and you can listen to Swami G. He's the man.
Fuck yeah.
And also, like, one thing I always like, I hear people who've like gone to his ashram in India, and he's like 96, but it's just like a guy like that who's so he's like 96. He'll fly on a plane for like, you know, from India to like LA. I don't know how 16 hours or something.
Yeah.
And he'll just have tons of energy and like still loving life, and he's just like always, you know, and that's always like man, it'd be cool to have that kind of attitude daily.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what I've been doing lately.
Fuck yeah, dude. Well, that's fucking awesome, dude.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for coming on the pod.
Dude, thanks for having me. Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, dude. Is there anything you want to plug?
We have a podcast, Going Deep with Chad and JT, and then Chad Goes Deep on Instagram, and then we're on tour. Me and my buddy JT will be in Sacramento, San Francisco, and Tempe and Fort Worth next.
Fuck yeah.
Tickets are chadandjt.com.
Hell yeah.
So, yeah.
Well, thanks for watching, everyone. Stay maximum.